The days went by so fast. Love and Deepspace has been out for a year now. And the game has had a lot of releases, updates, optimizations, and more. But as someone who's played the game since the closed beta test last December 2023, I still get overwhelmed with how many features the game keeps delivering. And it's crazy to me, especially since I don't like missing out. So in this video, we'll not only go over the new features released in this latest major upgrade, version 3, but also how each ultimately changes our gameplay. For better or for worse, you decide. Stay until the end as I'll be sharing a few tips on dating one childhood friend that was launched in version 3. Let's get started. First up is the introduction of the new chapters, and with it comes more lore. After finding out about the Ether Core, the N109 Zone, and the different shadows lurking about in each of the first 3 boys' storylines, more and more questions are being formed. Now with the introduction of the Far Space Fleet, we get to see more of Skyhaven, and, finally, whatever happened to Caleb. I do think, however, that to get a clearer picture of his current situation, reading his solar myth, Lucid Dream, is recommended. Honestly though, only a few questions were answered as we get more of the main story, but I'm definitely enjoying the build-up. I am pretty hopeful that the payoff is worth it. If you're a new player, I would highly recommend completing the earlier story arcs first, from Under Deepspace, Long-Awaited Revelry, Prologue to Tomorrow, to the current one, Homecoming Wings. It will really give you a lot of context, not to mention the right guidelines and tutorials for the features and battles of the game. Unfortunately, there's no news on the next chapters, whether or not it's another branching storyline, but let me know in the comments what you think. Oh, and if you're a lore enthusiast like me who can't wait for another 6 months for the main story to continue, you can also check out the updated Spacepedia for more crumbs. If you're not familiar with Spacepedia, it's the game's encyclopedia of sorts, and you can find it in your character profile by clicking your name on the main screen. Up next are the new Destiny Cafe interactions. Yes, plural. I mean, what else can we expect here? Breaking the fourth wall, that's what. This means that the boys are interacting with your actual, real-life surroundings, and in this case, the people you know. Now that's immersion. You can find this new feature by tapping the speech bubble on the main screen to go to the Destiny Cafe interactions. From there, tete-a-tete, where you can have him introduce himself. I did feel a mix of glee and embarrassment on how they interacted with your friends and family. And I love how you're not the only one that's the Lulu.
Actually, I really enjoy cooking. She likes the food I make.
There's also the new Remind Me feature. This is the one thing I didn't know I needed in a dating sim. While I use the quality time for Pomodoros or deep focus in work, I constantly need to manually remind myself of the different tasks and deliverables for the day. So this new feature just came at the right time. You can find it as one of the new Destiny Cafe interactions. There are 3 categories: Daily, Period, and Special. In Daily, you choose from a set of activities or a custom one and set what time and the frequency of the reminder. In Period, you can set your cycles. And in Special, you can set different events like anniversaries, checkups, vacation, and more. Try your best to categorize it correctly because it will add to the immersion of the game. You see, every reminder you set will be written in his notebook. Each of the boys will have one, and it's just full of their personality. You will see here a calendar. The more you set, the more marks there are. And it's giving diary. So if you like to journal like me, it's a lot more fulfilling than the workout calendar. Does it give me extra motivation knowing that the reminder came from him? Maybe, but that's just the cherry on top. Moving on to the feature I'm most excited about, the photo booth major upgrade. Truthfully, I'm one of the people who keep asking Infold for recording small clips or videos in the game because there was just so much potential, especially with a customized MC. And this small wish has been granted. Go to Dating, then Photo Booth, and select the upgraded glint option. You can choose between a photo or a video, and remember that a video is a short clip with a maximum of 30 seconds. So what do you even do here? Well, any pose you choose or any changes, from scenes to lighting to sound effects, will be part of the video once you press record, so it does require a lot of planning. Remember which changes and movements you want and just go for it. Practice makes perfect. New changes to take note of include new background music, sound effects, new gaze feature for eye movement, poses with props, and more. One of my favorite parts is the template. If you're one of the not-so-creative ones, or you simply don't have time, scour your favorite social media sites for beautiful templates shared by the community and import them here. Abyssal Chaos was truly overwhelming at the start when it was released back in version 2.0. But it became one of the things I look forward to every other week. That is, until the rewards ran out. With this new update, my motivation has been renewed. Not only because of the new rewards, but also because of the new commission. The commission is sort of the storyline or story arc in Abyssal Chaos. So we get to learn and experience a new world in this game, not to mention new gameplay and challenges. Admittedly, it's still pretty intimidating, especially with my reflex, but let me share with you quick tips on how to complete it, starting with Heartbreak Match. This is a memory game where you need to memorize the patterns. You and your companion will take turns in matching the tiles. To get 3 stars in this challenge, you have at most 3 chances to get the tiles wrong, so there's plenty of leeway. In Saw Blades, it's pretty similar to the Guns challenge from the first commission, Find Tobias. The game is pretty straightforward, that is, to survive until the timer runs out. Try your best to dodge to get those 3 stars, and those energy beams are your best friend in destroying those Saw Blades. In Gold Rush, steal as much gold as you can and always go for the super gold first. I like how similar it is to Red Light Green Light, but in this case, you'd have to disguise yourself whenever Mr. Beanie turns around. Then as for the platform challenge, it's pretty straightforward as well. Aside from the challenges, there are also new features added, like a new node, the Key Vault, where you can obtain a large amount of keys. Code Upgrade will be available separately alongside the Chaos Shop. But maybe the most interesting is how Wantony can now finally fight alongside you. There are now code sets that provide enhancements for Wantony. Each code you get will amount to certain code points, and code sets will be unlocked once you reach a certain amount of code points. For me, this adds a new layer of gameplay that helps in deciding which codes you want to claim at the end of each battle, incident, challenge, or any node. Have you been enjoying the video so far? Make sure to subscribe so you're always in the loop for the latest on Love and Deepspace updates and gameplay tips. And it's an easy way to stay connected with a community that shares your love for the game. With Caleb's launch comes a new banner, Sky's Embrace. This is similar to Pulse Hunter back during Silas's launch in version 2.0. You'll get to select 5 5-star memories available from the permanent banner X-Space Echo, which includes Caleb's new 5-star memories. In this banner, you'll use the Blue Empyrean Wish to pull. There were honestly a lot of these given out in multiple events leading up to the version 3.0 update. What's good about this banner is that there are only 5 5-star memories, compared to the multitudes of 5-star memories competing in the X-Space Echo banner. So when you do pull a 5-star, it's between only those 5 you selected. This is your chance to get that 5-star memory you've always wanted from the permanent banner X-Space Echo. Aside from that, the rules are pretty similar to that of X-Space Echo. We have a separate video discussing this more in depth, so you can check it out after this video. There's also cumulative wish rewards, netting you, SR crates that give you memories from a selection of 4-star memories, an SSR crate that gives you 1 random memory from the 5 5-star memories that you selected at the start, and another SSR crate that lets you choose 1 memory from the 5 5-star memories that you selected at the start. So make sure you select wisely. Remember though that limited 5-star memories are not available here. As for the permanent banner X-Space Echo, we're now seeing the new Caleb memories, and the cumulative rewards Deepspace gift has now expanded to up to 900 pulls from the previous 750. That's 10 more Empyrean wishes and 1 additional wish crate SSR. Then, similar to X-Space Echo, the Galaxy Explorer, both Silver and Radiant Galaxy now also have the new Caleb memories. Along with a New Year 4-star memory, Intertwined Gold, Caleb has overall 20 memories to collect. Next up is the new layout for decorating your desk. And with all the decorations we've been unlocking and collecting, it's about time to expand and give more options to decorate. You can decorate your desk by going to With Him from the main screen and selecting Decor. Aside from the newly added and unlocked furniture, you can see that there's now a toolbar by the side where you can clear, undo, redo, preview, and auto-snap, which helps you decorate quite a large space. There's so much design potential and much more incentive in unlocking decorative items and participating in events for personalized decor. I love the new windows and frames. I find that it makes the room breathe more. Oh, and you can switch to landscape mode for a wider overall view. I'm waiting for the time when I can fuse this with the quality time feature. Just imagine your bias interacting with your space, even just sitting or standing. Then we have Caleb, the 5th love interest and your childhood friend in the game. We were introduced to him in the early chapters of the Under Deepspace story arc, and after some plot-heavy spoilers, we're finally reunited in the latest story arc, Homecoming Wings. You'll unlock him once you complete Chapter 1-3 of Homecoming Wings. And with his launch as a love interest, every feature available for each of the boys will also be available for him. This includes the dating features, phone, events, and even as a battle companion. In dating, by your side, falling for you, anecdotes, all the features are available to him, but the one I'm looking forward to the most is playtime. Maybe because you get to have fun with him in playful ways. In Claw Machine, his skill is pretty useful as it rearranges the plushies. But only try to trigger his skill if the current arrangement does not work for you. I would have wanted for him to just float the plushie, but I guess that would make this minigame unbalanced. In Kitty Cards, you get to play tricks with him by drawing an additional card while he's too focused. And in the photoshoot, we get to see, you guessed it, Caleb outfits. You can get them from the shops by using purple crystals or chocolates. Then with the mobile features, you can send him text messages and react to his posts, the usual features. And similar to the other boys, Caleb also posts photos triggered by poses in the photoshoot. Here are some examples. There are currently 2 companions available for him. Deepspace Pilot, which is available by default when you unlock him, and Farspace Kernel, which can be unlocked once you obtain both the 5-star solar memories, Farspace Deprivation, and Farspace Bloomfall. The animation for the ultimate skills looks so fun and busy. Honestly, I don't know where to look. And speaking of memories, his Stalactrum colors are primary red, secondary purple, and tertiary green. You can see this from his solar memories and 5-star memories. One thing that is time sensitive is his Orbit Challenge, which is available every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Remember, you can get outfits and recolors as rewards in the Deepspace trial. With all these new features and upgrades, having new and familiar gameplay, having higher odds of getting those 5-star memories, and having even more immersive interactions, do we have a verdict on whether these new updates make or break your gaming experience? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, and while I love new content, unfortunately there's no roadmap or anything on what to expect for future updates this time around. So if there is ever a sixth love interest, which there should be, the OC and me won't calm down until the assignment of stalactiums are equal, and this coming soon mark is removed. I do hope he'll be released soon, maybe this July. Any guess on who it will be? Many guess it's the ever CEO, but let me know who you think. I mentioned a more in-depth guide to the wish system earlier, and in this video, I'll be sharing how it works, how Pity and Precise Wish works, and the difference between permanent and limited banners. It's gonna be a good one, so I'll see you there.